Good morning.
Just give you a little update on the dredging. Pump a little. Our littlest dredge is still finishing up over at Sunnyside. Brutus is over at Cozy Marina pumping there. Both of those dredges have been running very well. The Eagle dredge, which is a statewide travel dredge, we had some problems with the motor. So the motor's been rebuilt. We had some other issues, but I assure you that next week we'll be seeing that dredge out there at the Little Chick. So just had some problems with that. So the new dredge, Hodag, I go up to New Richmond, Wisconsin on the 23rd to do the final punch list on that. And I'm being told by Steve Miller, which is the Ellicott salesman, that as soon as I do that punch list, they're going to start breaking it down and getting it here. So we're probably looking at last week of June, first week of July. So they're way ahead of schedule. They have 290 days to construct this dredge, and right now they're just at about 6 months. So the good thing about that dredge, everything, all the fabrication's been done on it. So right now they're just in a bolt up state, you know, where they bolt everything on, which, you know, with the hydraulics and with the tanks, and you'll see pictures on how far along they are, but we're looking forward to that. So Wright State DMRA, I'm sure a lot of you folks have driven by and seen that. That's going to be a heck of a nice site. We actually having McDaniel's Group doing that, which they subbed out Kyle Van Tilburg of Van Tilburg Farms to construct that. So we're real pleased on how they've moved. We're looking at finishing that up within the next couple of weeks. 2 to 3 weeks we'll be doing a jack and bore underneath 703 to be able to get our pipe there and our return water or effluent back to the lake. So we're real excited about that site. The oil derrick, you know, we've placed about 200 ton of rock on that. I got some pictures of that. Mr. Fisher with the Grand Lake Rec Club is going to go out and kind of take a look at it today to see if that's what we want. We're going to end up pouring a slurry across the top of it and end up pounding telephone poles all the way around it. You know, where it was originally like that to keep the ice from coming up on it and kind of shearing that rock away. So it looks good. It's been a long time since we've been able to see that from the shoreline, and now we can see it. So let's go through a few of these pictures. Oh, you've been going through the pictures?
Yeah.
All along.
Well, we're trying to pace you. You talk fast.
I'll show you some peas. Okay, good. These are some of the pictures I showed last time, so I just added on to them. Steve Miller sent these to me here earlier this week, so you can go through them pretty quick now. I'm just going to explain them. This is the main hall. That's the bulkhead where the main suction line comes up into. That's the front of the dredge. That's just the center section. That's the motor. That's the winch system out on front, the caps where you see all these little holes here. That'll be all the hydraulic fittings where they all hook up, and the cap will be sitting there. You can see this, it's pretty neat. This dredge here, I'm not sure which one's what because they actually have numbers to them. One of them's Grand Lakes dredge, the one sitting on the other side would be Indian Lakes dredge. So they build them at the same time. There's a center hall, which I don't have a doghouse over the top of it. That's the front of the dredge, 24 foot wide. That's a cover head on one of them, or the ladder. That's the DMRA we're constructing down at Wright State. You guys have really moved a lot of dirt. We're looking at about 45,000 cubic yards of dirt that they've moved. So, another picture, there's the oil there. So that's looking good. We've got some more work to do. We've got one more load that we got to take out next week on Monday. And we'll start flattening that top off. So that's it. Anybody have any questions? Yes, Ed? I didn't hear you.
West Bank Program Park rules.
I really don't. That's something Brian would know more about. I haven't really kept track of that. I just do the dredging and the construction side of it. So maybe Brian can elaborate on that next time you see him in the next meeting. So.
Paving all that through there, the road and the parking area and stuff.
Yeah. I know they're actually doing some of that up in the campground over in St. Mary's, but as far as knowing exactly what they're doing, I'm not real sure. Yeah. Anyone else? Very good. Have a great weekend.